Karthik. I'm a urologist, andrologist, and a microvascular surgeon. So today I would like to speak about clean intermittent self-catheterization, that is called CISC. The term CISC was coined by and it was developed by a surgeon named Lapidus, Lapidus. So Lapidus introduced this clean catheterization for those people who are unable to void or whose incomplete voiding is existing. So what is this CISC? So clean intermittent self-catheterization is usually done for those who cannot completely void. Like when in case of a neurogenic bladder, when the bladder is not contracting or acontractile bladder or incomplete voiding, or in those cases usually they are diagnosed either by doing an ultrasound with increased post-void residue, with a urodynamic study showing that the bladder muscle is non-contractile or the contractility index is going down, or in case of long duration of stricture urethra where who are operated and the strictures are recurring. So this clean catheterization, I'll tell you how to do a clean catheterization today. So in a case of clean catheterization, so before clean catheterization, the patient better be dilated up to the 16 French of catheter, 16 French of urethral size, and then after removal of the catheter after a 5 to 7 days period of time, that's an appropriate time. You may extend it, it is up to the wish of the physician or the surgeon. So we take a Nellton's catheter, usually 14 size is an adequate size for an adult. So the Nellton catheter is adequately clean, and we usually keep it in a box with a lid with up holes, and then we drop some hot water in that and add up betadine or Savlon, and then we see that the Nellton's catheter is soaked up to a 5-minute time so that it is disinfected. Then you clean the private part, that is the penis, appropriately with betadine, and then hold the penis straight. When you hold the penis straight so that the S curve of the bulbar urethra is obliterated, then we introduce jelly, xylocaine jelly, into the appropriate amount into the penis and also to the tip of the Nellton's catheter. We clean hands very much regularly, and then we introduce the Nellton's catheter. Nellton catheter goes until you have the urine coming out. Once the urine starts to coming out, I would advise them to keep the catheter until the whole urine drains out. Then you slowly remove the catheter out and then put it beneath the tap so that there is no urine column inside the catheter. And then you place the same catheter in the same box with betadine or Savlon with hot water in it. It will soak for another 5 to 10 minutes to get disinfected. We throw away that water and with betadine or Savlon, and then we dry these two and put a lid on it. Put the catheter in the box and with the lid on it, and just we keep it. This is the complete procedure of CISC. In this clean self-catheterization, the very important step is cleaning of your hands and cleaning of the Nellton's catheter, apart from putting the xylocaine jelly, which is the appropriate amount of xylocaine jelly. If the patient doesn't put appropriate amount of xylocaine jelly, then he might injure his own urethra, because Nellton's catheter has holes which might rub against and then cause bleeding. And if he doesn't do appropriately, then the patient might have recurrence of urethra, faster recurrence of urethral strictures. So now next question comes, how regularly we do this clean catheterization or self-catheterization? The clean catheterization is very well done somewhere around 4 to 6 times per day. But it might not be acceptable for those who go for offices and all stuff. So practically speaking, what we do is that we see that at least the patient does in the morning or in the evening, and then in a time in between a day. So if the patient does regularly, the Nellton catheter lasts for a month. If he thinks that the catheter is either infected or anything of that sort, he may throw in the Nellton catheter. But if appropriately used, the Nellton catheter will last for a month. The problem with the clean catheterization is if the patient doesn't wash hands very well, okay, and if the hygiene isn't maintained and strict asepsis is not maintained, the patient, well, yes, he might throw in fever with chills, again urinary tract infections. So this is the problem. So the patient must come and then regularly get checked up with his urologist and see that the procedure of CIC is completely corrected. So this is the way I teach clean catheterization for a patient, and I have got many patients doing clean catheterization for years together, actually happy. Yes, there are certain patients, yes, who put less amount of jelly, they injure themselves, they come back again with a recurrent stricture. Yes, we dilate them appropriately and then we again administer them clean catheterization. Thank you.